Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the Dreaded D-Rose Report. Hate to hear this, this is my good friend. Wrestling legend Bobby the Brain Heenan suffered a number of unfortunate injuries recently and thus will be unable to attend the upcoming NWA Legends Convention. The convention confirmed the story on its message board, noting that Heenan had fractured his hip several weeks ago after a fall. And in rehab for the injury, he fell again, fracturing his pelvis and breaking his shoulder. He thus needs surgery for the injuries and cannot attend the event. Known him for years, ever since we were both teenagers. Kind of showing my age, aren't I? Hope everything goes good for him. Not all health-related wrestling news this week is bad, however. Former WWE superstar member John Bradshaw Layfield, he tweeted the following Thursday. My last test today, after 3 months of worrying the doctor's visits, I got a clean bill of health and no sign of cancer. Didn't know about that. The TV.msn.com preview for WWE SmackDown says, after Rey Mysterio embarrassed the world champion Kane last week, what will happen to their SummerSlam contract signing tonight? Well, by the time you see this, you'll know. Former TNA wrestler Consequences Creed, who's recently inked a developmental contract with World Wrestling Entertainment, began with the company last night in Florida's Championship Wrestling live event in Tampa, worked under his real name, Austin Watson. Anyway, he teamed up against Percy Watson in a tag team, lost to Brodus, never heard of that name before, Brodus, Clay, and Donnie Marlowe. I've heard the name Donnie Marlowe before, but not Brodus. Maurice has posted on her blog and official website discussing her recent photo shoot for the cover of Summon magazine. Don't know it. I must be just out of the loop completely today on things. Enclosed is a blog that is an image of the magazine cover, which is on YouTube but it's S-U-M-M-U-M magazine. Maybe it's a French magazine. Reed Flair, he was back working independent dates this past weekend in Tennessee. He's expected to arrive in Florida soon to begin training with TNA. Paul Heyman, it always amazes me when professional wrestlers have been working independents for years. When they come into WWE and TNA, they have to be trained. Now I know WWE trains people a certain way and it makes the ring action good, but I bet a lot of wrestlers just hate to be retrained, especially when they've, come up with their own way of doing things. They may let them slide something in every once in a while on their own. Paul Heyman had a conference call with Spike TV this past week. No word on what came out of it, though. Spike has been helping Heyman in talks with TNA, as did with Mick Foley and Ric Flair when they were talking to TNA. WWE has booked Big Show versus CM Punk, Joey Mercury, and Luke Gallows coming up for a live event. There's also talk that this match may take place at SummerSlam pay-per-view. When WWE made the decision to add the elimination stipulation to Raw versus Nexus match match at SummerSlam, they also decided to drop one of the matches from the original lineup. No word which match is going to be. Apparently, they time things just right. You don't hardly get it unless it's WrestleMania. You don't ever hardly get a a pay-per-view that goes over 2.5 hours. It's usually right on the money. WWE is hoping for Raw versus Nexus match to be the next big card. This could be a change between now and then, though, in the SummerSlam show. But officials are planning to finish and try to decide which members of the Raw team would cost their team the match, because they want Nexus to win. The Nexus people really can't, none of them can afford to lose, because all of seven's got to be strong. I got just a strange feeling that somebody's going to show up. I don't know. Not going to say until later. As noted before, Bret Hart is advertised for the the SmackDown show on September 25th at Madison Square Garden, New York City. Hart is scheduled to team with the Hart Dynasty against 3 of the Nexus members. There's been talk of having Bret's return at Madison Square Garden as a part of Bret Hart's Appreciation Night. Bret has also advertised to team with John Cena against Edge and Chris Jericho at the August 9th show at Raw in Sacramento, California, with Nexus as Lumberjacks. Another main event with Hart is going to be Randy Orton, Hart, Randy Orton, Cena versus Sheamus and 2 other members of Nexus, also advertised. WWE is planning to make another attempt at getting the Ultimate Warrior to join the Hall of Fame. Other names being discussed for next year's ceremony in Atlanta is Arn Anderson, the Freebirds. Most pretty much feel that Ron Simmons may also be inducted. WWE is advertising a 21-man battle royal with Nexus, 7 members of Raw, 7 members of SmackDown wrestlers for the August 16th Raw night after SummerSlam. I should have had some more caffeine today. Jack Swagger is booked for a lot of submission matches at an upcoming WWE live shows. NXT rookie Cavill has been working with a shoulder injury. WWE's wanting to continue the Nexus after October, and the pressure is to keep on signing new developmental talents because of this. Apparently they're getting some good ratings. Former WWE talent Dawn Marie, I don't know if I mentioned this last week or not, has issued the following press release this evening responding to an embezzlement charges that have surfaced regarding her Wrestlers Rescue charity organization. Here's what Dawn's got to say. This might take me to the end. I don't know. No, I got some more stuff. On behalf of myself and the Wrestlers Rescue organization and many volunteers and donors, I'd like to deny and condemn the false and baseless defamatory statements currently circulating concerning an alleged investigation and corruption in the Wrestlers Rescue. Not only are the accusations false, they contain no merit, and they are disrespectful to the volunteers who have invested their time, energy, and hearts into helping the former pro wrestlers in need. These statements, most which appear to be have begun by following comments by Mike Aldrin, are defamatory and contain no basis, no fact. These unfounded false allegations have put us at risk for our efforts to help former stars who are currently facing major personal problems, medical problems, financial problems. Damage to these falsehoods may have done to real people, not wrestling characters, and is unmeasurable. I am currently weighing options for an opportune and a comprehensive response. I decided to do the best course of action, and that was explore legal options on behalf of both myself and Wrestlers Rescue. I will address all the allegations. She's not right now. As noted before, by the way, that's all she had to say. As noted before, ECW champion Jerry Lynn is backstage for tonight's TNA Impact taping, which actually was 2 nights ago. I'm slow on this one. Another ECW champion is backstage would be the Sandman. Sandman is also expected to take part in an angle on the taping. Main event for tonight's taping will air the final Thursday of before the Hard Justice pay-per-view. Is set to be Rob Van Dam and Tommy Dreamer taking on Abyss and Raven. Former WCW champion and WWE star Ron Simmons is recently ranked number 3 in the college football players of all time in Florida's Orlando Sentinel. 10 best of all time, number 3. July 24th episode of Raw AM scored a 0.38 cable rating, 400,000 people watching. And last night's episode of Monday Night Raw did a 3.5 cable rating with about 5,192,000. And this week's show did the hours at 3.49 and went up 3.52. Well, I guess I better get out of here. I got people walking in. Thanks for clicking. I gotta go.